everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Khalil Ware.
And I'm sure he's not pleased with these stats. His rebounding has taken a bit of a tumble over the last couple of months. He's really got to get his energy back up on the glass and start fighting for boards again.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Jaylen Brown is out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Vucevic in at the five down low. And for Miami, Powell is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Davion Mitchell. And it's Larson in at the two. And we talk about the fatigue when playing the second game of a back-to-back. Stan, how does that usually manifest?
Well, I mean, just off the top of my head, it's things like sloppy play, missing easy shots, lapses in your defensive rotations. It's mental mistakes more than physical fatigue that happens on the second night.
Brown with the steal. Pass to White. Now Pritchard. Hauser outside. Off target from outside. Miami with the ball. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. BA, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, still one of the league's best rebounders. Vucevic extending the possession.
Mitchell, the pass to Powell. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Brown doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. Adebayo with the rejection.
What a defensive force. Bam sees him cut at the rim and denies him the bucket.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. Adebayo in the post. Working on Vucevic. Adebayo, no good.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. White, good.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Here's Larson. Adebayo in the post. Covered by Vucevic. And he gets that one. Adebayo's got his second basket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics, Coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
Adebayo, a screen on Pritchard. Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Nice D from Vucevic.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Now here's Mitchell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Adebayo. And the 10-footer finds the target.
Yeah, Adebayo's really good at facing up from mid-range. Buries the jumper there.
Here's Vucevic, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Bam Adebayo. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Boston, Vucevic. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Well, he's as steady as they come at the big man position. Vucevic is someone you can count on to help you shoulder some of the offensive load.
And so Vucevic nails both of them. And Miami has possession. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Celtics have gone 3 of 8 so far. Pritchard with a screen on Powell. Up top, Brown. Powell covers. Powell against Brown. Shoots over Powell. Brown can't hit.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss. Well, he can do that. Adebayo's an excellent athlete, even by NBA standards.
Here's Brown. Miami making their last shot from deep. Hauser can't get it to go. And it's Powell off the drive. And he buries his first look.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Going inside, Brown finds Vucevic. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Now here's Powell, putting up 23 points per game. He's proved how reliable a threat he is. The three, yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Powell's got 5.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front, and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin. Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Here's Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 12.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
And now a look at the teams who excelled at rebounding over the last month. Boston, 3rd.
And last month, this team was active on the glass, really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
White, the pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
Yeah, just powerful stuff from Vucevic.
Powell outside. Adebayo against Vucevic. Good. And the Heat lead by 11.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And the three-pointer goes.
And White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Free throw's good, Adebayo. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, thanks. The Heat knew they needed to add more shot creation, and this summer, they went out and got just that, acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, and doing so without giving up much draft capital in return, or even a starter. That has to be considered a home run for the Heat.
A great addition. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
Well, it's not easy being a 6'9" center in the NBA, but Bam holds his own fine with most of the 7-footers out there.
Now here's Brown. 5 to shoot. Rebound Miami.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Powell passes to Adebayo. Shoots over White. Miami, no good that time either.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Inside. Here's Brown. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Pass to Larson. Miami moving it around. Wiggins looking around. Off target from 3-point range. Celtics trail by 8. And here's Pritchard. Now Brown. Powell covers. Brown passes to White. Now here's Pritchard. Goes up on the wing. And it's Boston scoring again.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for you.
Adebayo. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Boston's shooting 41% from the field so far. Hauser, right side. Out to the right wing. Here's Vucevic. Good D by Adebayo.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Adebayo, a screen on Pritchard. Pass to Adebayo. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Back to you.
Good priorities. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Drains the triple.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Pritchard finds Brown. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. 11-point game. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Now here's Mitchell. He's scoreless. Shoots over Pritchard. Mitchell misses.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Here's Brown. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Miami with a 9. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
We've got Simone Fontecchio. Iacochonis out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Khalil Ware, and it's Jovic in at the 4. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Here's Jonas. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028. Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
There, the screen. And he drives in. Fontecchio outside. Rebound Boston. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. To the paint. Boucher passes to Gonzalez. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. And Fontecchio pulls it down.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Now here's Ware. 9 points in his last outing. Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Jonas. 4-3. The shot won't fall. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And here's Boucher. Here's Kata. Ware covers. Here's Walsh. Still without a bucket. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Fontecchio. The three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 8. Pass to Walsh. Here's Gonzalez. To stop the drought. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. These teams have been lighting it up so far. The NBA's top scoring teams. The Heat third.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
And here's Mitchell. No points so far. To the middle. Clock at 6. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Miami, no good that time either.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And so here is Miami. The Celtics making their last shot. And he lobs it up to the rim. Down low. Ware. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Smart right there by the vet. Good to see pals share the wealth like this.
Outside, Brown. Pass to White. Rebound Miami. They've led by as many as 11. To the inside. Here's Ware. He's off on the layup. Celtics trail by 5. Now White. He's got 6. Mitchell grabs a miss. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, is over-dependency on the free ball.
That shot, the 3, is very volatile. On games when it's fallen, you can beat anyone. But when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
Pass to Powell. Fires the 3. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Well, you got to chase Powell off that three-point line, or he's gonna make you pay.
Outside, Brown. Hauser outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside White. Inside. And rejected. They retain possession. Heat leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Ware. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
So for Miami, Bam Adebayo's checked in for Ware, and it's Wiggins in for Jaquez. Vucevic, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Walsh. Here's Hauser. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Pass to Brown. White with a screen on Powell. Clock at 4. Can they get it? Inside. White gets it to go.
Well, listen, White doesn't fear anyone inside. He wants to get down low and cash in.
For 3, Powell. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter. 3rd of the game so far.
Now here's White. Coming off a 28-point game against the Rockets in Houston. Pritchard against Mitchell. Releases from 15. And Boston again with the bucket.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Now here's Mitchell. No made baskets yet. To the paint. Here's Brown. Off target with a jump hook. Miami leading by 9. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot. That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Powell finds Wiggins. Back to Powell. Boston pulls it in. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done from the arc. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Larson. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. And a look at the stats for him.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Boston on D. They trail by 7. Wiggins passes to Mitchell. Adebayo, a screen on Pritchard. The three from Mitchell. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Pritchard, the pass to White. Back to Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Heat leading by 10. Powell surveying the D. Kept alive. Adebayo passes to Powell. Not on target. 4 for 9 in this one. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. White with a screen on Mitchell. Outside Pritchard. Tries it from the top of the key. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Into the lane for 3. Powell, he drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
What this team loves about Norman Powell, his ability to stretch the court.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Now here's Brown. 6 points for him. Pass to Vucevic. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Vucevic has got 9.
Vucevic answering the 3.
Wiggins outside. Powell outside. Now Adebayo over Vucevic. And Miami again with the bucket.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
It's Brown on the wing. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Ooh, Adebayo, forceful.
Well, you know what Bam's going to give you on defense. But when he's clicking on offense like this, such a bonus for this team.
Wiggins with a steal. Powell for 3. Rebound Boston. White's got 4 rebounds now. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Now here's Vucevic. Outside White. Pulls up. Again, the miss by Boston. And so it's the Miami Heat, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. Up big because of their 3-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Boston Celtics.
They're getting lit up, not staying connected to the shooters, allowing too many good looks.
Yeah, and defensively, you got to fight over those screens better. And help has to come faster.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. And Hooper No Bloopers wants to know, it seems like you guys have a blast working together. How much do you love your jobs?
Best job in the world, getting paid to come in and roast Kenny on a daily basis. What's not to love? But don't you try and do it on social media. I have his back.
Well, you know what? I'll dish it right back at you, Shaq. But I agree, this job is the best, seriously. I mean, how often and how easy and how lucky we are to get to be here and do what we do, Ernie.
Well said, guys. That was right from the heart, I could tell. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the 3rd quarter with Brian Anderson.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White and Brown are the wingmen. Sam Hauser out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Pritchard in at the point. Now here's Brown. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Here we have the teams that really hustled for those second chance looks the last 10 games. Fourth, the Celtics.
This squad's been attacking the offensive glass with a ton of energy lately, and it's paid off with a nice pile of second chance points.
Stan, while they're cobbling together an offense, the Heat will always compete defensively.
Well, BA, only 2 seasons in the last 3 decades have the Heat been below average in defensive rating, making that commitment a key pillar of the Heat culture.
Here's Pritchard. Miami making their last shot. There's a screen. White for 3. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
Well, for obvious reasons, this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in White running the pick and roll.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, BA. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Brian?
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Brown. Tipped. Down low. Here's Wiggins. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Sam Hauser. And Andrew Wiggins is a great sidekick, Stan. He can also be a leading man at times.
Well, you know, BA,
Take a break.
a wing with his size and knack for scoring will always be welcome. And with the way he's improved his defense, you have a solid 2-way player.
The first one falls. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, BA. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
That one misses. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jayson Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
And he gets it back. Vucevic, the pass to Hauser. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Hauser's got 6.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Left side Adebayo. Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. 6 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, attacking the basket inside, Adebayo knows that will pay off for him either way, and he's right.
Miami shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first. You know, most people don't know that Bam isn't Adebayo's real first name.
No, BA, it's actually Edris. When he was young, he was watching cartoons and flipped the coffee table over. After that, his mother started calling him Bam Bam, and it stuck.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, BA, he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Now here's Pritchard. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Pass to Mitchell. outside. This one for three. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, when you get the ball to Powell in a spot he likes, there's a good chance you're walking away with points.
Now here's Mitchell. Shoots over Pritchard. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his second basket on the night.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Mitchell against Pritchard. Outside, Brown. Vucevic, a screen on Powell. 5 on the clock. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Brown. Vucevic has got 11.
Well, moving Vucevic inside is like trying to move a brick wall.
Pass to Wiggins. They set the pick. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's Brown. He has 6. Over Powell. Miami grabs the miss.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Pass to Pritchard, and here's Brown. Fires from deep, gets the 3 to fall. He's got 9.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
And finished off by Adebayo.
I'll tell you, Bam is having a massive impact on this game. They just can't stop him.
Pass to Brown. Here's Vucevic. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Miami moving it around. Wiggins from long range hits the 3-pointer. Wiggins got 4 points now in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Brown passes to White. Pass to Vucevic. Good D by Adebayo.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at Boston with great effort over a long season. They're second in the conference. And of course, Miami, 6.5 games back.
I think for the Heat, I really think they've been hit and miss thus far. I mean, they are a playoff level team, but are they championship level? Probably not.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Hauser, hounded by Wiggins. Pass to Vucevic. And he He's 6 for 12 after that one.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession. Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Now here's Pritchard. Mitchell grabs a miss.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Outside Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Count it. Adebayo's got 11 points in the quarter.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to Pritchard. It's stolen by Jaquez. Now here's Wiggins. Jacks up a 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Wiggins has got 13 now.
And that's a good shot for Wiggins. I mean, he can be deadly from the corner.
White with it. 11 points in the game. To the middle. Adebayo with a steal. They push it up 4 on 3. And Adebayo slams it in.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
A nice shot by Walsh.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Pass to White. Here's Walsh. Jaquez covers. The kick out to White. 6 to shoot. Now Pritchard. The 3 is up. Adebayo grabs the board.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Right side Mitchell. Tries the spin move. The kick out to Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it in. Adebayo's got 37.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Poke loose. Pick by Vucevic. White for 3. Rebound by the Heat. On the break. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Walsh. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pritchard with a screen on Adebayo. Pass to White. Beyond the arc. Jaquez grabs the board.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Well, Coach, since entering the league, Jaime Jaquez Jr. has been lauded for his strong fundamentals.
Yeah, B.A., he's got tremendous footwork, makes great use of the pump fake, and he is a tough physical player who can finish in traffic or hurt you in the post.
Checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Norm Powell comes in for Larson. And Yakachonis subbed in for Mitchell.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. so he gets them both. The Celtics shooting 41% since halftime. Pass to Brown. Boucher a screen on Powell. Boucher outside. Over Adebayo. Boston again missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. The Celtics shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Keita gets the bucket.
It's always a great sign for this offense when Brown is making plays for others.
Adebayo a screen on Brown. Powell outside. Pass to Adebayo. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Adebayo's got 41.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Powell against Brown. Looking to get it going. Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for Miami. Over 40 points tonight and making it look easy. We'll be right back with you shortly. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? The ball moving. No holds. No holds. Right?
Moving the ball is so important to Coach Spo.
It helps make the offense run smoothly. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Yakichonis. He's out there with Jaime Jaquez. Khalil Ware out there with Simone Fontecchio. And it's Jovic in at power forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. So it's Boston now. Miami making their last shot. Here's Walsh. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That's on Simone Fontecchio. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Miami.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
He's off on the second.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And finished off by Boucher.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Pass to Ware. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now at the line, Wade.
Shoot two.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes one of two, and the second one misses. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, BA. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Pass to Jaquez. Here's Yakachonis. From 7 feet away, and he hits the jumper.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And he's going for the lob. And stolen by Brown. In transition, here they come. Soft touch off the glass. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Up top, Ware. Miami moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Yakachonis. Second chance shot, and the layup is good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account. He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Hawkes covers. Basket counts.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Yakachonis. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep. Yakachonis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get more.
Inside. Ball stolen. Fast break Miami. And stolen by Boucher. Pass to Brown. Yep, that one goes.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Here's Jovic. Three-pointer Yakachonis. Counted from distance. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Boucher. Driving in. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Miami has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Here's Yakachonis. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Cater's got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Ware. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy. That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Hawkes, that's good.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes, but the three-point line was only like above the break. Teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon, and when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see.
Here's Yakachonis. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Yakachonis has got 10 points in just the second half.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Here's Vucevic, and he stays with it. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. Rebound Miami. Jaquez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Fontecchio with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. It's Jaquez on the wing. And he lobs it up top. Throw it down on the lob.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Vucevic, the pass to White. Right side Pritchard for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Boston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. And there's a pick. Outside White. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Here's Yakichonis. Fontecchio outside. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown can't hit. And for the Heat, they're shooting great. 62% for the field and continuing to get it done. Here's Yakichonis, defended by Pritchard. Pass to Fontecchio, and that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Here's Yakichonis. Goes up at the elbow. Hits the front of the rim and out. Now here's Brown. Tightly guarded. 1:49 left in the final quarter. Outside Pritchard. Over Yakichonis. Jaquez grabs the board. Jaquez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Ware. Here's Yakichonis. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Now here's Vucevic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Khalil Ware.
Well, Vucevic did a good job of feeling the defense there and worked his way into a trip to the line.
And that one misses. The Heat making a switch here. Smith's checked in. And he sinks the second.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that missed free throw when it's all said and done.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Heat.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Young, he's checked in for Miami. Here's Brown. Rebound Miami. no need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Now here's Young. So no problem for Miami as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.